Broke is a joke? Tired of being tired? Come buy freedom with the Urban Money Manager, where debt-free is the place to be. I am your host, the Urban Money Manager, and today we're going to talk about less stress and more success. That's right. What I need you to understand is the stress management principles to help you get out of student loan debt. And one of the biggest reasons why you're not out of student loan debt right now is because you have too many things going on at once. You have to understand that when you're stretched thin, your productivity, your progress is being hindered. Less is more, and you can get more done with less if you're applying laser focus. You have to be willing to block out the distractions. I told you in the last video, when you're on everyone else's agenda, you're following everybody else's goals, and you're not spending any time developing your own goals. You have to learn to start saying no from time to time. That's what's going to help you, because a lot of times you say yes to everybody, you want to do so many things at once, and you're overcommitted. When you become overcommitted, there's nothing you can do great. So what I need you to do is to get back into your zone. Learn how to balance things out. Learn to cut down and trim the fat. It's your time now. And what I need for you to do is, I need for you to even apply this same principle of laser focus to your student loans. That's why I encourage you to make the smallest payment possible on all of your loans except for the one loan that you have with the highest interest. Because that's going to be the one where you're going to make the big payments, and you're going to focus on the value of doing big things at once. You're going to focus on one big thing, you're going to do that one big thing well, and that's how you're going to get ahead. You don't get ahead financially by paying all of your accounts off in large payments scattered all over the place. Minimize the others, maximize the one payment, and do that time and time and time again. That's going to bring you the most success. When you're doing so many things at once, you can become a jack of all trades and a master at none. Well, I don't know the formula for success. I know I'm the Urban Money Manager. I don't know the formula for ultimate success. But the recipe for failure is trying to please everybody. That's why you have to learn to start doing things with laser focus and stop being stretched so thin across multiple areas. And I'm not trying to tell you to be lazy, but I'm trying to tell you to control your stress, because some of you become very stressed by even looking at your money. Some of us have a problem where we spend so much time looking at our bank account, and when you study long, you study wrong. Here's what I encourage you to do. For those of you who get in such an emotional rap, looking at your finances, you're looking at your bank accounts, you're so consumed, you're so angry when you look at your accounts, here's what I encourage you to do. Number one, I encourage you to stop doing that, because looking at it alone is not going to change your financial situation. Just looking at the dollars and cents in your bank account is not going to make you a dime richer. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to pick a time and day out of the week where you're focusing on your money. After you've met that time and day, after you've taken that task, you've reviewed your money, you've understood the actions you have to take after seeing your financial situation, and after that, stop looking at it. Don't dwell in it. Don't sorrow in it. Take what you need to get from it and then move on. Because what you could be doing is you could be putting your emotions too much into your finances. And emotions and money do not always mix. One of the next biggest reasons why you're always so stressed out is because you're always in go, go, go mode. You're always trying to do everything at a mile a minute. You're never taking the time to sit back and rest and recharge. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with a little bit of stress, because we know that pressure can create diamonds. But when you're always under constant stress, when your body is always taking a constant toll, when your mind is always moving so fast, you cannot perform at your highest level. You eventually have to take a rest. So that's what I'm encouraging you to do. I'm encouraging you to pick one day out of the week where you're taking some time to recharge your batteries. That's all I want you to do. This is not a waste of time. This is not slouch mode for you workaholics. This is an investment in your energy for the next week to take on the task that happens in the next week. Take some time to do some things that are therapeutic for you. What I like to do is every morning I'll wake up and I'll engage in prayer and meditation. And that allows me to think about the blessings that I have coming for me. That allows me to take time to get a peace of mind before I'm subject to all the distractions that the day has to bring. All of our days are unpredictable. We get pulled from place to place to place. Before the day even starts, before anybody is even awake to send me a phone call, send me a text, what I do is I engage in prayer and meditation. And that gives me enough tranquility to manage the stresses of the day. That might not be your thing. I encourage you to do something that's therapeutic for you once in a week. That might mean reading a certain book. That might mean listening to therapeutic music. That might mean going on a long walk. Whatever your thing might be, I encourage you to do that, because that's the investment that you're going to make in reducing your stress. You're not able to get ahead because you're so bogged down by your stress. You have to be able to cut that down. The next thing you have to do is focus on a solid diet. You have to eat right, and guess what else you have to do along with eating right? You have to exercise. You're saying, Urban Money, this is not no personal training video. We're not at the gym right now, but guess what? All of these things work hand in hand. That's what you have to understand. It's not just about the student loans. It's how you make the most of your life, and that allows you to get anything accomplished that you want to. So what I need you to get done is this. I need you to be able to focus on having a good diet, because when you have a good diet, that nourishes your mind, because ultimately we are what we eat. So guess what? If you're eating junk all day, the caliber of work that you're going to produce is junk, because you're not giving your body the proper nourishment. You're not giving your body the proper energy that you need to be able to get key things done. I also need you to get in shape, because guess what? When you exercise, that reduces your stress. It's already been proven that when you go just basic exercise, 30 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, that's going to release endorphins. That's going to be able to allow you to have more happiness in your day. You're going to have a bigger sense of accomplishment in your day that's going to ward off a lot of the negative stress and a lot of the negative emotions that you have at work, that you might have at home, that you might have anywhere else in your life. I need you to do these things for survival. That's what this is about. These things is not just something nice to do. These are the key ingredients that you have to have in your life if you want to get rid of your student loan debt. Because guess what? Life is tough. That's why you have to make yourself even tougher. That's why you have to be in a gym. That's why you have to exercise, because tough times don't last, but tough people do. That's why I encourage you to stay in the gym. You have to get mentally strong. You have to get physically strong. You have to get spiritually strong so you can be able to dominate your goals, be able to dominate life, be able to create the success that you want to be able to create. And guess what? If you're not putting the time in to stay in shape, you're going to eventually find yourself in bad health. And you're going to spend more time in the hospital than you're spending on your own success. Look at what could happen if you let go of these things. If you're not focused, if you're not putting in serious time on these things, guess what? All the things that you wanted to do with your kids, your grandkids, you're not even going to be alive to see them. That's why I keep telling you guys to plan for tomorrow. All of these things work towards a better tomorrow. When you are in shape, it's going to allow you to have a fresh mind. It's going to allow you to live longer. And guess what? All of you are working so hard to make your $1 million. What good is $1 million going to be if you're not alive to even enjoy it? That's what I'm trying to show you. You can't get so bogged down in the day. You have to do things that can relieve your stress from day to day so you can live a better tomorrow. And listen, guys, all of this requires dedication. All of this requires hard work. I know it does. I know it doesn't seem easy, but that's another big part of stress management. You have to learn to break things down into small chunks. Because in order to be successful, you have to do small things, very small things, and that will equal up to great things. A lot of you feel so overwhelmed, so consumed because everything seems like a mountain in your life. I encourage you to chomp down on those mountains. Do things one by one. Break things into small tasks. And guess what? Once you are able to do all of those small things, you're going to look back and realize you've done great things. You've done big things. You've done things in large number. You've done things well ahead of the pack. While everybody else has been sleeping, you've been working. While everybody else has been partying, you've been working. And guess what? That's because you made the personal commitment to invest in yourself, to not follow everybody else's agenda, and to do what you need to do to get rid of your student loans. I encourage you to eat well. I encourage you to sleep well. I encourage you to plan well. And ultimately, you will live well if you reduce your stress and you focus on your success. I'll talk to you guys next month. This is the Urban Money.